Let's look into question number 41. Now arrange the following 5 zones of pelagic region of an ocean in the increasing order of its depth from the surface. So in the order of increasing, it is asking about increasing order of its depth. See, in the increasing order of its depth, it is always the epipelagic and the mesopelagic. It starts like this, epi and meso. So let's look out for 2, right? And next you will get as 1, epi, meso, bathy, epi, meso, bathy. So it is already you got, and it is abyss. And lastly, 5th one is hado. So the answer here is 4, 3, 5. 2, 1, 4, 3, 5. 2, 1. Yes, here you have 2, 1, 4, 3, 5. Answer is B. Right? Let's go to question number 42. Let's see. Question number 42. It is a question from geography which talks about soils. Is soils ki question mein, what's one is podzolization. What do you mean by podzolization? Podzolization, it is associated with humid, cold, mild climate, mid-latitude climates and coniferous vegetation. देखिए, podzolization is a mechanism which happens usually in the mid-latitudes. Mid-latitudes में क्या होता है? एक ऐसी process होता है chelation करके. Chelation means it is exactly the opposite of laterization. In simple terms, podzolization में there are certain elements which come up, and in the laterization there are certain elements of soil that will be going down and the heavy materials will be left behind. That is iron will be left on the top and all the materials will be moving down. But in the podzolization, the materials come up. It is exactly the opposite of laterization. Laterization generally happens in tropical regions. Laterite brick, that is soils in the Western Ghats, soils in the hilly regions of the Southern Hill Complex. And podzolization, it is in temperate regions. Now let's see, podzolization exactly match with 1 and laterization exactly match with 2. Calcification matches with 3 and glacification it is with 4. So answer here is A1, B2, C3 and D4. The answer here is C. C is the right answer for this statement. That is option C is the correct answer. A1, B2, C3, D4. Next, which of the following statements with reference to the natural resources is or false? So here, let's look into. Biotic resources are the resources obtained from biosphere and have lives such as human beings, flora, fauna, fisheries, livestock. Yes, this statement is right. Now, the resources which can be reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical processes are known as renewable or non-renewable resources. The answer here is not non-renewable. इसे कहते हैं renewable resources. So this statement is wrong. It is renewable resources statement. Now look into the next statement. They have interchanged renewable with non-renewable, non-renewable with renewable. So statement 2, statement 3 दोनों गलत है. इसमें the right answer would be 1, that is A. A is the right answer. Let's go to our next question, that is question number 44. So look at the question here. A bill pending in the legislature of a state shall lapse by reason of propagation of the house or houses thereof. Next, statement 1. Statement 1, it clearly says that, yes, the statement is absolutely right. Statement 2, a bill pending in the legislative council of a state which has been passed by the legislative assembly shall lapse on dissolution of the assembly. Yes, this statement is also correct. Now, third statement, it is a dicey statement. It can be easily understood. Now, see that a bill which is pending in the legislative assembly of a state or which have been passed by the legislative assembly is pending in the legislative council shall not lapse on the dissolution of the assembly. No. See, it shall also, it is not, shall not, nice, shall also lapse. So answer here is the statement 3 is wrong, 1 and 2 are right. So answer is A. ठीक है? Question number 45. So 45th question. Consider the following statements. A parents or guardians to provide opportunities for education to his child or as the caste may be warred between the age of 6 to 14 years. So यहाँ पे statement का question ये है, it says that which of the following are related to the fundamental duties. Fundamental duties में कौन सा ऐसा part है? Now, is this part of a fundamental duty? Yes, the statement 1 is part of the fundamental duty. Next, to provide early childhood care and education for all children until they complete the age of 6 years. 1 to 6 years, it is a fundamental duty. 6 to 14 years, it is a fundamental right. Right? Now, to protect and improve the natural environment, including, just a minute, here it is asking about 1 to 6 early child care. It is part of DPSP also. Now, let me relook into this question. In this question, you will get to see that ये जो question B है, statement 1 is right and statement 2 is wrong. It is not a fundamental duty. ठीक है? Sorry for the mispronunciation. ठीक है? Statement 2 गलत है. So, to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures, yes, this statement is right. It is part of the fundamental duties. Now, to safeguard public property and to abjure violence, yes, it is also fundamental duty. And lastly, to provide primary health to the persons below the poverty line, no, it is not part of fundamental duty. It can be a subject which has its potential in the fundamental. It is DPSPs. So answer here is 1, 3 and 4. Okay. 1, 3, 4. It is B. B is the correct answer. Question number 46. Which of the following statements regarding the soil are false? So, fertile soil support plant growth by providing plants with nutrients, acting as water holding body and serving as the substrate to which plants anchor their roots. So, look here. This statement, this question number 46, if you look into, ये statement गलत है. Vegetation, tree cover and forest prevent soil degradation and desertification by stabilizing soil mantle, soil maintaining water nutrient cycle. Statement 3, grass found on pasture lands cannot protect soil against soil erosion and also inhibits the soil. Yes, statement 3 is right, statement 2 is wrong. The answer, choose the correct answer from the options. It is answer is D. ठीक है, only 3 is the right statement. दोनों statements गलत है. So, and everyone thinks that fertile soil जो होगा, it gives good roots. No, fertile soil only gives good nutrients. ठीक है? You have to be good with that logic, right? So, and here, look here. This question asks about false. False कौन सा है? Right? So, if I am crossing it, it doesn't mean that the statement is wrong. If this statement is wrong in the context, this is false. Because naturally, if you look into, ये जो statement सही है, this statement is also right and this statement is also right. But the question here is asking about false. कौन सा ऐसा false है? False statement, if you look into, only 3 is the false. ठीक है? That means this is false. The right answer would be, the answer here is 3. ठीक है? Clear? I hope you are now little clear. You have to always identify in the statement itself, right? Next, answer hai D, that is 3 only. Question number 47. Consider the following statements under Article 18 of the Indian Constitution. See, any citizen of India can take any title. Any citizen of India can take any title from any foreign state. So, look here, any citizen of India can take any title from foreign state? No. The answer is galat. Now, in Balaji Raghavan versus Indian Federation 1966, the Supreme Court has announced that Padma Vibhushan, Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri is a title, but these awards violate right to equality. देखिए, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, these are not titles. ठीक है? they are not considered to be titles. It is, answer here is D. That is, both the statements are wrong, right? This is both the statements galat hai. Coming to the question number 48. 48 question. The question number 48, it says that with reference to directive principles of state policy, consider the following statements. The directive principles of the state policy of Indian Constitution have been clearly divided into three parts. Socialist, one is socialist, Gandhian and liberal. See, the directive principles of state policy of the Indian Constitution has been clearly divided into three parts. With reference to the DPSP, they have never been divided into the Constitution. किसी ने, the outsiders have come and told that ये ऐसे divide किया जा सकता है. In the Constitution, they are never divided. ठीक है? Next, the directive principles of state policy related to cooperative societies under Article 43 of the Indian Constitution is taken from Nehru's objectives of objective resolution. Now, this particular statement, if you look into, it is, now most of the students, they either confuse that is both B1 and 2 and A only. देखिए, firstly, this is an interpretative question जहाँ पे with reference to the DPSP पूछा. Now with reference to the DPSP in the constitutional terms or not, that we have to question. So, and directive principles of state policy related to cooperative societies under Article 43. Now, is it from the Nehru's resolution? Now, if you look into here, the confusion should be either it should be only one or both 1 and 2, right? So, these questions will now be taken by Varun sir. There's also another live session that is going on. You can directly jump to that session. I'll be ending this session here. आपको कोई भी doubts regarding the discussions which we had or any doubts, you can directly message us to the IAShub, and we will. There's a Telegram channel. The Telegram channel context. In the Telegram channel, you will be given with a detailed key with respect to set wise. So आप Telegram channel में जाके download कर सकते हो. The name of the Telegram channel, I would be sharing it and I would be writing it on the board. The name of the Telegram channel is theIAShub. Is theIAShub channel में you'll get the links. The name of the channel, it is theIAShub, or you can also go to the IAShub Chandigarh channel, that is the IAShub Chandigarh. In this channel, you can go and get the key, or else you can also drop us a message here. You can get the detailed key here. So all the best, guys. And the level of the question paper, if you look into, I would be categorizing it as compared to the last year's paper. This year paper has little more complications and little more toughness. So overall, अगर देखा गया कट ऑफ लास्ट ईयर से कंपेयर करो, इस ईयर का कट ऑफ थोड़ा बहुत कम जा सकता है. एंड इफ यू आर होपफुल and if you fall into any category of near about 50 or so, 50, 55, you are good to go for the mains preparation. And we at the IAShub are going to come up with a test series for mains where you can take the help of answer writing and then start taking up your mains preparation. Thank you, guys. See you. And there's a live session that is also going on. You can also join for the further questions. That is Varun sir shall be taking up the live session and the rest of the questions, that is from 50 से लेकर 100 तक. Thank you and see you.